everybody, this is Sherry with CPR, Craft, Pray, Repeat, and I'm here today with an image from Imagine That Digistamp called Poinsettia. And if you remember, I did one of those images because several come in the set last week. And this one is one of the pre-colored images. And what I did was, it's a little bit different. This one has some pine and pine cones in it, where my other one didn't, which was awesome because when I printed this out and pulled it out to the right size, it took up the whole piece of paper. And I was going to show this in real time, but even I got bored just sitting here watching myself do it. And I'm thinking, if I'm boring myself, my golly, what would I do to everybody else? So this is sped up twice the time. And the only thing I don't show on the video was me printing out the image and then what I put on the inside of the card. And that's, however long it takes you to print something out on your printer, you can add. And it was 17 minutes and 30 seconds long for the entire video. And I just used some 110-pound dark red Recollections cardstock as my base. I cut my paper down to 4 by 5 1/4, so I'd have a little bitty border around the edge, because I think that really just makes the greens and the dark reds just pop off the page when it's got that little bit of border around it. And now this also comes in a black and white image, and you can color it yourself, which is, I want to color it. It's so pretty. And I will definitely be coloring it for Christmas. But I wanted to show you that we could get just as pretty with a pre-colored image. And so all I start with is the basic image, the one that Christy's already colored up for us. And then once I get these all on my card bases, then I start the process of trying to make them my own, changing them up, adding whatever I want. That's when you turn it in from something that was already done for you to something that is yours now. And you can say, I did it, and I added this and this and this, and that's why it's as pretty as it is. And so I'm just getting all of the bases. Now I'm going to bring them back in here so you can see what they look like. I still want to try to do a quilt pattern with this. I really do. I am so going to have to check and see. I think Gina Marie or somebody like that has a quilt pattern, and I'm going to have to try it because I can't help it. I think that would be beautiful. So I start out with my Wink of Stella, which apparently seems to hate me, and I wasn't getting anything out of it. I don't know if it's dry. I mean, it shook. There was stuff in there, but nothing was coming out. So very quickly here, you'll see I switched to my Spectrum Noir Shimmer. And yes, my heart went boom, 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 boom. Please don't blob out like you did last time. Please don't blob out. I was like, no. And but it didn't. So me and my Spectrum Noir Shimmer, we're getting to be friends again. Okay, I won't hold a grudge forever. And yep, see, there we go. Had enough of that. I want some shimmer, just not as much as I had last time. And I love that this has the pine cones in it, which is another reason I want to color it on my own. But I just really want to show you ladies who don't have, markers, or don't want to color, don't want to color with alcohol markers, that you can still do this and just make such pretty cards. And I'm loving it. I'm not gonna lie, I struggled with it at first. I was like, you'll see another video where I put up some cards that I made for my kids' teacher, and you guys know how much I love that lady and how I could never repay her for the kindness and that she showed my kids, and for being such an amazing teacher to my kids, because they have been able to do more than I ever dreamed they would be able to do. And I struggled thinking, wow, this is not, I didn't do these myself, and da 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 da. But you know what? I did. I did the best I could, because I wasn't feeling well when I did them, and I wanted to really get her some cards quickly. And I did the best I could. And then not only did I use the printed image, but then once it was printed, I added and did and tweaked out and made it my own. So I did make it. So don't let anybody tell you any different. I'm shaking my finger, and by golly, you can't see it. But don't let anybody tell you any different. You did it. And when you do it, it's going to be gorgeous. And here I'm just using my clear glaze pen to go over the berries a little bit. There's really only berries on, I think, 2 of the cards because of the way, the image was laid out, which is fine with me. And if I had wanted it more centered, I'm sure I could have, shifted it around a little bit and had it, exactly where I wanted it. Now here comes the Clear Star Jelly Roll Pen. Love this thing. I used it on the sweaters, on my sweater tags, but I'm just tracing along, and you're not going to be able to tell what's such a stinky bummer. I'm tracing along the pine, and it just puts the right amount of sparkle for a Christmas card. I mean, it's just like perfect. And it's like they were meant to go together. And well, Christmas and sparkle, yeah, they were meant to go together. And but it just worked so pretty, and I was so tickled with how it really made the card stand out. And I don't know that you'll be able to see it in the pictures, but in person it made a huge difference. And if you can get a Clear Star Jelly Roll Pen, I would definitely recommend getting one. And again, I'm just on the 3rd card now, tracing my pine. And what I did was almost like a flick, like you would with a Copic. But I think I didn't do it on purpose. It's just, that's the way, I'm so used to doing with my Copics that I guess I didn't realize that's what I was doing. But I noticed it got thinner, and I could tell that I was lifting up toward the end. And so I'm just going to move them around there for a few seconds. And now I'm going to do the last one. And then I decided, Sherry, it doesn't have Merry Christmas on it. What are you going to do? And so I could have gotten out a stamp and stamped Merry Christmas in the center. But instead, since I'd already had my printer up and the program running where I, printed the image, I thought, let's make personalized Christmas cards. So I go in and I use that program, which any program you have on your computer will work. And I just cut them out, and it just says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. God bless the Wolf family, and it has all of our names on it. And that was it, and my cards are done. I will write a little, we love you or something at the bottom and call it done. And I think it looks really nice, and I think it's a great way to give, we pay a fortune if you go and have invitations written up with your family's name on it. Come on, guys, we're crafters. We know better than do that kind of stuff. We can do this on our own. And this is the 3rd one, and I got one more, and I'm going to call it done. And I just, like I said, it took 17 and a half minutes, and I made 4 cards. And that's front and the inside. So I hope that you will consider doing this and making your own Christmas cards, whether you can color or not. All right, guys, remember to practice your CPR, craft, pray, repeat. Thanks for visiting me today, and happy crafting. Bye.